last box is taped, the echoes are packed. I'm standing in the kitchen where the tile is cracked. You're checking your watch, I'm checking my pulse, trying to find a version of me that's someone else. We're speaking in whispers, like we're in a library, not a house where we promised we'd grow and bury the secrets and stories that we used to hold before the warmth in this hallway turned bitter and cold. There's no grand finale, no curtains of fire, just the sound of a snapping attention wire. The gas tank is full and the engine is on, and the we of the story is already gone. It's the end of us, the final frame, the slow motion burning of a shared last name. We're crossing the border to separate lives, leaving the always to the rust and the knives. No more see you later, just to take care of yourself as we put our memories on a high dusty shelf. It's a quiet disaster, a noiseless fuss, standing at the cliff of the end of us. You left the spare key on the marble counter, a silver goodbye from a ghost I encounter. Every time I breathe in the January air is heavy with the fact that you're no longer there. I watch your taillights bleed into the night, a fading red blur taking all of the light. I thought we were a book that would never be done, but we were just a sunset chasing the sun. In 2020 surfs, the world keeps spinning round, but my entire universe is level to the ground. We didn't go out with a bang or a cry, just a handshake, a shiver and a dry goodbye. Goodbye. A shared last name, we're crossing the border to separate lives, leaving the always to the rust and the knives. No more see you later, just to take care of yourself as we put our memories on a high dusty shelf. It's a quiet disaster, a noiseless fuss, standing at the cliff of the end of us. And then there was one. The credits are rolling, the light is gone. Just a house, just a room, just a man. The end of us. The sun went down on Tuesday, but the light never returned. I'm sitting in the ashes of the bridges that we burned. I keep reaching for the land, but I'm scared of what I'll see. Just a wide and empty desert where our future used to be. The clock on the wall is ticking, but the hands don't seem to move. I'm stuck inside the rhythm of a shattered heart in groove. I used to fear the morning, and now I'm praying for the dawn. But the sky stays heavy knowing that you're gone. Welcome to the endless night, where the shadows know my name, where the stars have all stopped burning, and I'm the one to blame. It's a hollow kind of blackness, a velvet sort of pain, waiting for a sunrise that'll never break the rain. Yeah, I'm lost inside the endless night, just trying to find my way back to a world where we didn't throw it all away. I can hear your footsteps echoing in the hallway of my mind, searching for the pieces of the girl I left behind. Your perfume is a ghost that won't leave this lonely room. The silence is a garden where only sorrows bloom. I'm checking my phone for a message that I know will never come. Just a prisoner of the dark, feeling cold and feeling numb. They say the moon is beautiful, but it's just a lonely ride, reflecting all the secrets that we never got to talk. If I could scream loud enough to tear the curtain of the sky, maybe I could force the sun to look me in the eye. Welcome to the endless night, where the shadows know my name, where the stars have all stopped burning, and I'm the one to blame. It's a hollow kind of blackness, a velvet sort of pain, waiting for a sunrise that'll never break the rain. Yeah, I'm lost inside the endless night, just trying to find my way back to a world where we didn't throw it all away. The moon is going down, but the darkness is staying. I'm still here waiting for a light that's never playing. Just an endless night. Found a voice known, saved from 3 years ago. Just a hey, I'm home in a voice I used to know. I played it 10 times till the sound started to blur, trying to remember exactly who we were. But the edges are fraying, the colors are pale, like an old photograph or a ghost in a veil. I'm reaching reaching for a memory that's slipping through my grip. Like water in a desert, like a sinking wooden ship. I can almost see your face, I can almost hear your name. But every time I get close, it doesn't feel the same. Now you're just fading, echoes down a long dark hall. A heartbeat rhythm through a concrete wall. I'm shouting into the empty, waiting for a sound. But the silence is the only thing that's left around. Softening, weakening, drifting out to sea. You're becoming a whisper of who you used to be. The jokes that we share have lost their punchline now. I try to retell them, but I've forgotten how. The map of your skin, the way you laugh when you're tired, it's all being rewritten, or maybe rewired. The mind is a thief, stealing pieces of the past. I never knew a heartbreak could disappear so fast. Is it worse to feel the sting of the day you left, or this slow, quiet numbing, this subtle kind of theft? I'm losing the ghost that I've tried so hard to keep, as you sink into the shadows of a long, eternal sleep. Now you're just fading, echoes down a long dark hall. A heartbeat rhythm through a concrete wall. I'm shouting into the empty, waiting for a sound. But the silence is the only thing that's left around. Becoming a whisper of who you used to be. Going quiet now, fading out. I can't hear you anymore. Just a static on the line, just a shadow of a time. Goodbye to the echo. Goodbye. I'm still setting 2 plates at the table, watching the steam rise rise and fade into the grave. I tell my heart that I'm willing and I'm able, but I'm just rehearsing things I'll never get to say. The clock on the wall is a rhythm of regret, ticking through the silence of the things we haven't finished yet. Now you're a ghost in the hallway, a shadow on the floor, a beautiful melody that doesn't play no more. I'm reaching for a hand that slipped right through the light, left me staring at the ceiling in the middle of the night. We had a lifetime scripted, now the pages are all torn. You were my forever, now you're just someone I'm on. Oh, you were gone. You were gone too soon. Your coat's still hanging right behind the door. It smells like the Sunday when we walked through the rain. I can't bring myself to move it anymore, like holding on to fabric could somehow dull the pain. They say that time is a healer, but time is just a thief, stealing every memory to build a monument of grief. Now you're a ghost in the hallway, a shadow on the floor, a beautiful melody that doesn't play no more. I'm reaching for a hand that slipped right through the light, left me staring at the ceiling in the middle of the night. We had a lifetime scripted, now the pages are torn. You were my forever, now you're just someone I'm on. Oh, you were gone. You were gone too soon. The stars look different now that you're among them, cold and distant, screaming out your name. I'd trade every tomorrow just to have one yesterday, back before the fire turned to ash and settled on the flame. Gone too soon. The coffee's getting cold, the story's over, but it never got told. I'm still here, it's all gone. Oh, you were gone. You're gone too soon. I found a photograph tucked inside a book, but I had to turn away, I couldn't bear to look. The colors are bleeding the edges are frayed, just like the rival life that we both portray. Your smile is a neon light in a town gone dark, a flicker of a flame that lost its every spark. I try to remember the gold in your eyes, but it's being swallowed up by these overcast skies. Now I'm just living in gray memories, like smoke drifting through the skeletal trees. The red of your lips and the blue of the lake are washing away with every heartbeat I fake. The world is a movie with the saturation gone, a colorless road that just drags on and on. Everything's silver, rational lead. I'm haunted by the ghost of the life that we led in these gray memories. I walk to the park where the maples used to burn, but the leaves are just shadows at every single turn. The bench where we sat is a skeleton of wood. I'd bring back the summer if I only could. But the sky is a ceiling of concrete and dust, and the iron of our love has started to rust. I'm losing the vivid, I'm losing the bright, I'm fading to charcoal in the middle of the night. Was your jacket green? Was your scarf a deep wine? I'm losing the details of when you were mine. The palette is draining, the canvas is dry, and I'm watching the spectrum go out of my eye. Now I'm just living in gray memories, like smoke drifting through the skeletal trees. The red of your lips and the blue of the lake are washing away with every heartbeat I fake. The world is a movie with the saturation gone, a colorless road that just drags on and on. Everything's silver or ashen or lead. I'm haunted by the ghost of the life that we led in these gray memories. Gray memories, no yellow sun, just a pale white moon. Gray memories, the song is out of key and it's out of tune. I'm waiting for a flash, for a spark, for a hue, but everything's gray since I lost you. Just gray. Coffee's getting cold on your side of the bed, and I'm still replaying every word that you said. I check the porch light, but I know you're not there. Just a ghostly shadow and a chill in the air. I used to love the sound of rain on the roof. Now it's just a reminder, it's the cold hard proof that the colors have faded, turned to charcoal and grit. And I'm standing in the center of the wreckage of it. Now it's just gray skies as far as I can see, searching for the blue that used to live in you and me. The sun forgot to rise the day you said goodbye. Now I'm just a hollow heart beneath a heavy sky. Everything is muted, everything is stone. just gray skies. I saw a sweater in the closet, the one with the tear. It still holds the scent of the life we used to share. I tried to wash it out, tried to scrub away the ache, but some stains are permanent, some hearts just break. The radio is playing that song from the fall. I reach for the dial, then I reach for the wall, 'cause the silence is loud and the static is deep, and I'm losing the secrets I promised to keep. Now it's just gray skies as far as I can see, searching for the blue that used to live in you and me. The sun forgot to rise the day you said goodbye. Now I'm just a hollow heart beneath the heavy sky. Everything is muted, everything is stone, learning how to breathe in the rain, all alone, just gray skies. They say the clouds will part, they say the storm will pass, but I'm just watching raindrops racing on the glass. How do I find the light when you took it all away? I'm a prisoner of the mist, I'm a victim of the grave. Gray skies, no silver lining, just the shadows in my head. Gray skies, walking through the rooms where the fire went dead. I'm still waiting for a breeze to blow the clouds apart, but it's always winter inside a broken heart. Just gray sky. I'm staring at the reflection in the window glass, but only half a person staring back at me. I watch the cars and the happy strangers pass, while I'm anchored to a ghost I can't quite see. I'm sleeping on the left side of a king-size bed, leaving space for a weight that isn't there. I've got a million half-formed sentences in my head, dissolving anything and freezing air. I'm a map with the northern corner torn away. I'm a sunrise that got stuck inside the grave. I'm trying to survive the middle of the day, but the math just don't add up, 'cause I'm living with a half a heart tonight, trying to find the dark inside the light. One lung breathing, one eye seeing. Hey, your car. Now I don't even recognize the man I are. It's a heavy, hollow, jagged kind of art, trying to beat with just a half a heart. I went to buy the groceries for the week, and I put your favorite coffee in the car. I'm losing ground, I'm springing every leaf, 'cause I forgot we're miles and worlds apart. I try to laugh, but the sound comes out all wrong, like a piano with the middle octaves gone. It's been a lonely, disconnected song since the moment you decided to move on. You can't run a race on just one foot. You can't grow a forest from a dying root. And I'm just a fraction of the man I used to be, since you took the other half of me. It's a heavy, hollow, jagged kind of art, trying to beat with just a half a heart. 50% of a life well spent. I'm just a remnant, I'm just a part, missing a piece, missing the spark, just half a heart. Sun went down and forgot to rise again. The clock is ticking but the hands don't move. I'm tracing circles where your silhouette had been, trying to find a rhythm, trying to find a groove. But the light has been indifferent in this room, like the colors ran away to find your face. Now I'm just a tenant in a house of gloom, moving like a phantom through our empty space. I reach for the lamp, but the bulb is blown. I reach for the truth, but it stayed unknown. And every seed of hope that we had sown is dying in the dark. Now I'm left in shadows, I'm left in the grave, waiting for a dawn that's a lifetime away. You took the matches and you took the spark and left me navigating through the pitch black dark. I'm calling your name, but the walls just swallow the sound of a heart see your outline in the corner of my eye. But when I turn to look, it's just the drapes. Just another trick of a lonely, tired guy, watching how the darkness takes on different shapes. The moon is just a witness to the mess you made. A cold white eye looking down at my floor. I'm shivering in the places where we used to wait, in the warmth of a love that don't live here no more. They say that the night is darkest for the day, but the night is all I've got since you went away. I'm becoming a part of the sun and the dust, just a silhouette of me without the us. Yeah, I'm left in shadows, I'm left in the grave, waiting for a dawn that's a lifetime away. You took the matches and you took the spark and left me navigating through the pitch black dark. I'm calling your name, but the walls just swallow the sound of a heart that's beating hollow. Yeah, you got the light and I got the afterglow, left in the shadows with nowhere to go. I'm fading now. Can't see my hands in front of my face, just the shadow of a man in a shadow of a place, left in the dark, left in the dark. I'm still here. The streetlights are bleeding in the oil on the road, while the clouds hold a weight that they can't even carry. I'm walking the miles of a debt that I owe to a ghost that I promised I'd stay with and marry. The mist is a curtain that won't let me through. Every drop is a finger that's pointing at me, washing away the last traces of you, leaving me lost in a grayscale sea. It's not a storm that'll break the heat, it's just a slow rhythm of steady defeat, soaking the spirit and flooding the street until I'm just part of the tide in the lonely rain. I'm searching for a spark, but the water's just filling the holes in my heart. It's a long way down, and it's a long way back, through a world that is fading from silver to black. I'm standing in a downpour that nobody sees, falling like lead through the limbs of the trees. Yeah, the sky is a mirror of a soul in pain, drowning in the lonely rain. I walk past the cafe where we used to hide. The windows are fogged like a breath in the night. I thought about stepping for a moment inside, but I'm not the kind of man who belongs in the light. My collar is turned up, my boots are all soaked, I'm breathing in winter and exhaling us. Every promise we made was a fire that smoked before it was flattened by a city bus. Let it pour, let it flood, let the rivers all rise until the water is reaching the height of my eyes. Maybe then I'll forget how the sunlight fell before you let all of the memories in the lonely rain, searching for a spark, but the water's just filling the holes in my heart. It's a long way down, and it's a long way back, through a world that is fading from silver to black. I'm standing in a downpour that nobody sees, falling like lead through the limbs of the trees. Yeah, the sky is a mirror of a soul in pain, drowning in the lonely rain. It's January 2026, and it's been raining for a year. Or maybe it's just the salt in my eyes, making everything disappear. Lonely rain, just let it fall until I can't feel nothing at all. I'm driving past the exits we used to know, but the signs are all faded and the street lights are low. The passenger seat is a desert of space where I used to look over and see your face. Now it's just the hum of the tires on the line, counting the miles of the life that was mine. And I'm walking down this lonely road again, where the sky doesn't remember your name. I'm chasing a horizon that's cold and blue, trying to outrun the shadow of you. Every bridge I cross feels like a bridge I burn, and every mile is a lesson I never quite learned. Yeah, it's a long way home on a lonely road. I see the headlights of strangers passing me by, reflecting the teardrops I'm trying to dry. They're all going somewhere, they've all got a light, while I'm just a ghost in the middle of the night. The radio static nothing but the gravel and the wind. Don't know where I'm going, just know where I've been.